Hey, so in this video, I'm going to be taking a little look at profit versus sales per month. Now, as a seller, it can be very easy to get caught up in the whole, oh, it needs to make X amount of profit sort of thing. But you're only going to see the profit that you are looking for if the item actually sells. So I just wanted to quickly look at a store's list of results to have a look at what the difference is between something with a high profit and something with a high volume of sales. So we have already sorted all of the products from Zarvie in terms of profit highest to lowest. Now, if we look at the one with the highest profit, we have £15.39 profit. Okay. However, the estimated monthly sales are at 4. And if we take a look at the BSR fluctuations over the last 30 days, we can see that there hasn't really been a ton of movement. Okay, we are seeing a bit here and there, but it is very spread out. And what we ideally want is a lot of movement on this line consistently. So given that it's very spread out, that is just testament to the fact that obviously there isn't that many sales per month for this item. Now, regardless of the amount of profit that one could achieve from that, which would be amazing, we are not going to see that profit because of the low amount of sales, which is why it's important to look at various elements. And I mean, I recommended the other day, I think it was via an email to everyone, that the new sort options have really changed the game when it comes to looking through all of these deals. And there's so many different things that you can sort by. So dependent on your specific criteria, and understandably, you will have multiple criterias that you are assessing whenever you look at a deal. So looking at a variety of things, using the sort options to obviously make it easier to sift through all of those results is key. So some of my recommended ones is obviously going to be profit, but things like estimated sales, I mean, if you are focused more on the ROI perspective, then of course that one, but perhaps even BSR, because obviously if you're looking at something with a really good BSR, chances are things like the profit and the sales will line up. But then also you might want to be looking at things like the number of sellers on the listing as well, just to help you avoid going on to one where there's not many sellers, or indeed you might be looking to avoid listings where there are an incredible amount of sellers on there. So it's completely up to you what it is that you want to sort by, but some of my recommended would be something via competition, maybe BSR, ROI, monthly sales, profit, but the choice is completely yours. So if we now take a look at the estimated monthly sales, so if we go from highest to lowest, now if we look at this item right here, I mean £5.27, I would happily take that. We can see that these sales are significantly higher. Now, whilst the profit is of course lower than the highest profitable item that we could see, we are going to actually see this profit just due to the amount of sales. It just makes sense. The two things go hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other. So you need to make sure that these things align when you are having a look. I know that something with a high profit can be tempting, but you're not actually going to see that, as I say, if it doesn't sell. Now, if we take a look at the movement, we can see that there is a bit more there, which is what we're looking for. And of course, the BSR overall, the number is looking better on this item as well. So that just reinforces that it is legitimately doing well. And it's always important to take a look at these charts, as well as the information that you are getting here in the key data, and you can take it further, do a full-on analysis with Buybot Pro if you wish. But ultimately, when you are making that initial decision, you need to make sure that these factors do line up. It's always important to be having a look. And if you have linked to Buybot Pro and you are looking at the future sales as well, what you're also looking for to understand the stability of the item, because it's all well and good there being good sales right now and a good profit, but if it's on its way out, maybe it's a seasonal item and it is on its way out, we need to know that as well. So by taking a look at the charts and seeing if there's been any deterioration in the BSR, and if it looks that the estimated sales are on their way down, here we have a higher number. So it looks like this item should do better in the future. Of course, this will be reinforced by a proper thorough chart analysis to be able to understand that point and how the BSR is moving on the item. But right now it's predicted to do significantly better than what it had done in the past, which means this item should be on its way up. But of course, always take that with a slight pinch of salt, because stuff on Amazon can change. But the best bet we can make in terms of the item's consistency is by having a look at these charts, by having a look at these estimated sales as well. So they do have to line up, and that's just a little quick comparison between the profit and the sales element and why you can't have one without the other. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.